Coach a normal game. Yo, Brandon, thank you for the host, man. Appreciate that, dude. You didn't have to host, man. You could have just kept playing the Paragon. It's all good, dude. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start this. We're gonna start this, so we're gonna see a pretty standard start. Before we go ahead and get into this game, I want to talk about Braum a little bit. Braum essentially is probably one of the strongest level 1 champions in the game because he essentially has 2 abilities with his passive and his Q. So yeah, so we're gonna go see a standard level 1. I'm assuming that blue is gonna go ahead and just drop a ward about 45 seconds, 50 seconds into the game, so this way they don't invade. Because the thing is, they have a pretty strong invade, because with the Nautilus into their team composition, they wouldn't really be able to do too much. But the thing is, you don't want to invade into a Braum. Braum is really good at turning level 1 fights in his favor. So that's something you also want to keep in mind. So yeah, we're just gonna, alright, so what's a little bit unfortunate about this right here is that the thing about Braum is you don't really need to do too much for a leash, in my opinion. What you should do is, I'm just gonna be really nitpicky about everything, okay? Sorry. One thing that you need to keep in mind with Braum is all you really need to do to leash for the jungler is just to fucking throw your Q. Throw your Q and just let Twitch proc the passive off while the Fiddlesticks is draining. So this way you can go into the lane. You can go into the lane first and hit level 2 before the enemy team does. Because the thing is, if you look at Jhin Leona is looking for the same thing. Jhin Leona is going to be very aggressive, just like how Braum and Twitch are going to be very aggressive for a level 2 trade, right? So if you got to lane faster and you use your Targons onto the first 2 melee minions right here, you would have been able to at least hit level 2. Because the thing is, if you look at the pathing of Leona, I think Leona is going to go ahead and look for a flank right here. I guess they're going to go for a level 1. Okay, her pathing was just really weird. I don't understand what the fuck her pathing was, but yeah, so it's just pretty much a race to level 2. And if you guys hit level 2 before they do, then you should be fine. You actually get the passive proc onto her, and it would have been okay to sit on top of her. But then the thing is, the Jhin is just sitting in the back, auto attacking Twitch. So yeah, so I don't know if you guys are gonna be playing for level 2 or if you guys are just gonna be doing a standard laning phase right now. Yeah, you guys are just farming. This should be level 2 off of these 2 minions right here. Yeah, usually, and then you should be warding in about 20 seconds. Warding around the 3-minute mark is really important. So they're gonna hit level 2 before you guys. They're actually not gonna engage, which I think is kind of weird. Okay, guys, this is one thing about the bot lane. I don't play bot lane a lot, but I know a lot of small things that people need to keep in mind. You have Leona, you have Q in your E, you have Zenith Blade, and you have Shield of Daybreak. When you have Zenith Blade and Shield of Daybreak and you're going against a Braum and Twitch who has no mobility, it's really important to note that you have to go in at that level 2, because the thing is, you have a level 2 spike over them, and if you're not taking advantage of that, that's a missed opportunity. So yeah, she's gonna be late on her going in. So yeah, this is it's pretty standard for the most part. You're gonna go ahead and get your proc off, and I wish the Twitch was a little bit closer there, so you'd be able to at least get the stun off and get a pretty decent trade. But it's just there's no follow up. Yeah, 3 minute, 320, 302. Kindred's up here. Yeah, so the reason why I would tell you to ward at 3 minutes is because you have to anticipate her going from Golem red to Scuttle and then ganking bot lane, and usually roughly around the time that it takes her to do all that is around the 3-minute mark. So the same thing for top lane too. The thing about top laner and bot lane is that you have to anticipate the 3-minute gank. The 3-minute gank is pretty important. It's not around 3 minutes. It's more 3:30, 3:25. So yeah, it's just going even with the assumption they're low ELO, you want to even if it's a normal game, I'm just kind of taking it like it's a rank game. So what you need to keep in mind, the reason why you want to ward either here, you go for a ward here, but since your lane is already pushed up back here, you don't really need to ward anything, right? You're kind of in a safe position. But the thing is, now you need to anticipate Kindred going through the tri-bush and going into this bush and setting up for a gank here once you reset this wave off the turret, right? So the reason why I tell you that you need a ward at 3 minutes is because you need to have enough vision to know where the Kindred is. Now you don't need a ward. So it's pretty much like this. The reason why you ward is because you have no information of where the jungler is, and you want to have preemptive information to prevent yourself from getting ganked. But if you see her on the map, if you see her on top lane, you do not need to ward. If you see Kindred move up to the top lane and gank for the Nautilus, you don't need to ward because you have a time frame of about 20 seconds where there's no way she's going to be able to reach the bot lane in time unless she recalls and runs straight back this way. But then that gives you a little bit of a window of opportunity to actually just play for free without actually going for ward. So right now you don't need to ward anything. You saw the Kindred in mid lane. She burned her flash, so you're just chilling now. You're just kind of farming for the most part. But yeah, honestly, what you could do is just let this wave slow shove into you. You could legit let this wave slow shove into you and just let it sit underneath the turret. But the thing is, you need to worry about the Leona and the Jhin trading off of you right here, which is something that you need to keep in mind. Because the thing is, you don't want to be going for a trade right now because like if you counted how many caster minions there are, even if you're Braum and you can soak up the damage because you have 3 potions, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minions still alive, right? And now you're going for a trade just so you can disengage the Jhin off of you, right? So yeah, going for this trade right here is kind of a mistake. There's no reason for them to actually burn their heal. So that was like definitely something that you didn't need to do. Auto attack the backline one time, and then that'll prep up the minions from. Yeah, with this like low HP, you don't want to be in a position like this to go for a trade right now. You're gonna have to end up burning your flash because you go for vision control that you don't really need. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Yeah, that's kind of a mistake. You see, like, okay, like look, so you see the minion wave. The minion wave is already coming up to over here. Like, if the minion wave is already here and you see Jhin right here, you have to assume that Leona's in this bush, right? Like, this is like the information you don't need to go for because you should already have the knowledge that she's there. Because like, if Jin's alone, right, and Leona, let's say you don't know that Leona's here, right? You have no idea Leona's here because you have no vision in there, right? So, pretty much, assuming that here Jin's alone, right? You have to assume that someone is with him because there's no reason for him to be this far up with no flash and heal. And you saw him flash heal when you engaged onto him earlier, okay? So in this situation, going down for this ward is actually really fucking risky because you already have all the information you need. Jhin doesn't have flash, doesn't have heal. And then, yeah, like going into that bush puts you in an unfavorable position because not only you have both of your summoners up, right? But the thing is, you're like under like half HP, and this is gonna allow Leona to engage on you, which is exactly what she's gonna do right here. She's gonna go ahead and engage on you. They're gonna chain CC, get an auto attack off, and you're gonna walk away, and then you're gonna flash out. So you're gonna waste your flash because you wanted to get a ward in there, even though you should have known that Leona was already sitting in that bush. If Leona hadn't waited to... Yeah, exactly. If Leona just went in straight on you, you would have died, like, 100%. So that's, like, the mistakes that you do not want to be making. What ELO is this? This is silver ELO. So, yeah, this is kind of like something that you need to keep in mind also as you, like, start to progress in your games. Like, one thing you need to keep in mind also is like when you make those small mistakes, you gotta understand that people are gonna capitalize on those things. So it's now like even if it's happening in a normal game, you want to make sure that you don't make these mistakes later on. You have to use like your general knowledge based on what you see on the minimap, based on what summoners that the ADC doesn't have, to understand that there's no reason for Jhin to be up this far by himself because one, he's low mobility. Even if he is in a 1v2 situation and he's full HP and you're like subpar half HP, you have your Braum wall that's gonna soak up a lot of damage, and you have your fucking passive stun. With a passive stun and with a twitch on your back, being able to proc his being able to do his contaminate thing, he's not really gonna be able to be in a position to trade in a 1v2. They should let this push into them. This is another thing I'm gonna go ahead and point it out for the blue side team. So for the blue side team, what ends up happening here is like if you know this wave is gonna shove into you, and you know that you're ahead of them, and you know you want to go for these fights, what you can do is actually let this wave push into you and just last it. All the blue team needs to do here is just last it because one, you're out of potions. You have no flash, you have an exhaust, and Twitch has both the summoners, right? But the thing is, Jhin and Leona are still very strong in a 2v2 situation, even if Jhin doesn't have any summoners, right? So what the blue side team should be doing here, instead of trying to reshove the wave back into them, use the advantage of the wave slow shoving into you, and just let the wave push into you. If you let the wave push into you, these two players are going to be in a worse position than they are right now, because the thing is, like, since you don't have any summoners, again, like I said, you'd prefer if the wave was back onto this turret right here, because the thing is, now you're full HP for the most part, and you don't have your summoners, so you don't want to be overextending. So them being like right here and then them trying to push it out is just like kind of a mistake. Yeah, but there's not much to say. Like, I would like to see like you back, but the thing is, you don't have time to back. Like, you can't have time to back and upgrade to Targons because you still have your relic. I don't know what the fuck I have no idea what the Talon's doing here. This is the worst fucking gank I've ever seen in my life. That was just really dumb. I mean, like, you get free pressure because the Talon's there, but then that puts them in a really bad spot because they can just easily kill the Talon because Talon's like at 200 HP going for a gank. What the fuck? I mean, like, you could engage with the Talon there, even though Talon's like really low underneath HP. Wait, why was he there? Why was he there? That makes no sense. What the fuck? Yeah, these Lotus traps needs to be up here. Again, you don't have to worry about Kindred ganking you. Again, like, since you have like the vision control and the wave is like slow pushing in, like this wave is gonna just like fucking freeze. I don't know what the hell either of you guys are doing with the ADCs. Like, basically what's happening right now is the ADCs aren't focused on lasting. Like, if you look at the CS, like, you're definitely, your Twitch is in a better position because he's at 43 and is 33, 10 CS difference right now, which is really good. Like, having a CS difference in the bot lane, even if it's really like marginal, is pretty fucking important. So yeah, he has no offensive Lotus Trap, which is kind of insane to me because there's no, again, there's a Fiddlesticks in the jungle, but the thing is, all you need to do with the Lotus Traps is you just put these Lotus Traps up here. So you put Twitch and Braum into a bad position, just have Leona deep ward over here. Like, just have Leona like ward right here, just to cut off this choke point. And that's like also something, another thing to keep in mind. If there's like a low mobility jungler like Fiddlesticks and who doesn't really do anything until he hits level 6, then you can just go for these deep wards. Like, Leona can go for these deep wards just to cut out the rotation that Fiddlesticks can make into the enemy, into the river. But then she has like no wards up right now. But then because she doesn't have any, but just like everyone's like just playing so aggressive right now. Yeah, that's actually a bad trade. You can actually go in on that too, unless she was about to hit level 6. Yeah, they're close to level 6, so they're looking for the level 6 spike. So yeah, looks like Fiddlesticks is gonna go ahead and walk down. Again, she doesn't have vision control. Fiddlesticks should ultimate right here. Just until about 35 minutes. Okay, yeah. So she's gonna go ahead and use her ulti. She's gonna flash in. Yeah, you don't have any summoners for that, so you are not able to follow up immediately. If you know, okay, so one thing to keep in mind also is that, let's go ahead and back this up. So if you want to set this up so it's a little bit easier for the Fiddlesticks, is you just let the, like, as soon as Leona walks up there, right here, look, okay. So as soon as Leona walks up, watch. Okay, Fiddlesticks, you see, you have information Fiddlesticks is in the bush, right? Like, Jin's gonna walk up next to a minion. The Leona, instead of walking back and forth in a straight line, she's actually gonna path kind of awkwardly here. Yo, what's up, James? What's up, man? How you doing tonight, buddy? She's gonna walk up to a minion. Look, he's gonna walk up to a minion. I'm pretty sure you can jump to a minion, right? Can you jump to a minion? Okay, you can jump to a minion. So what you do here in this situation, you see the Fiddlesticks about to channel his ultimate. As soon as he channels his ultimate and you see that he's gonna go in for a gank, a minion's alive right here. Use your W. Use your W, jump onto that minion, throw your Q onto the Leona instead of walking this way. So that's like kind of like a mechanical error that you made that I can point out. Yeah, okay, so this is what goes wrong here. So instead of like you jumping to the minion and using your Q onto the Leona or onto the Jhin to cut the distance, what you end up doing instead here is you walk up. That is like the worst thing you can do because, again, we're gonna just do it one more time just so I have like the information again for that. But pretty much what ends up happening is that what you end up doing there, which was kind of a mistake, is that you don't path directly down towards the Leona and cut the distance. You walk up towards the Fiddlesticks for a split second. So that was like the thing you don't want to do, because the thing is, there's no reason to like actually wait for the Fiddlesticks to ultimate, because as soon as you do that, all you need to do is just jump to the minion. Because the thing is, you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait for the Fiddlesticks to be in the fight and then engage. You need to be engaging at the same time. And this is like another thing when I talk about like layering CC and like talking about like when I'm duo casting with Aaron about not being able to layer your CC correctly. Is that like there's no reason to wait for the Fiddlesticks to be in vision of the Leona and Jhin, because like they don't have vision. You don't know that they don't have vision, but you know you have information that Fiddlesticks is there and they're not reacting to the Fiddlesticks being there. So all you needed to do here, instead of walking up this way, is you walk straight down, use your W onto a minion and get onto Leona before the Fiddlesticks is there. So this way you get your slow. Where does he smite? His smite is legit 510 damage. How does he? More aggressive to set up the gank. Long story short, yeah, pretty much. Where the fuck? Oh my god. We're gonna go ahead and talk about your positioning too, because like again, all of them, you notice that the Leona and the Jhin backed. So while you're right here, I know you don't have any wards right now, so I guess there's not much to really say, because again, you haven't backed yet. It's been 9 minutes since you went back into your base. But one thing you want to do, if you're gonna get a free dragon like this and you have 3 people on the dragon, what you should be doing as a support is use this time to either go into the mid lane to apply pressure into the mid lane, or use this time to go into the enemy jungle and ward. But this is assuming that you have wards, okay? This is assuming you have wards. So this is not a bad play by you, but you could have walked directly to the mid lane and just sat there underneath the turret. And after I pinged for the Yasuo, you should have been moving towards the Yasuo before this. There's no reason for you to be here right now. There's no reason for you to be here right now. So you're gonna ping for the Yasuo, and you're gonna try to go for him. The only way this works is if you go with your team. You can't go by yourself. If you go by yourself, you're probably gonna die. Yeah, again, you're just kind of sitting in this. You're kind of just sitting there. But yeah, you could have walked up to the turret beforehand. Like you could have like legit while they're doing the dragon, is you're already walking back you're gonna just take the safe route. Just take the safe route, go this way, and get to the tier 2 turret so he doesn't take the turret down to half HP. Because the thing is, he won't be able to kill you underneath the turret even if he has a Zeal and a dagger. And the reason why I say this is because you already have 3 people on the dragon. Leona, Jhin already backed already. So instead of being on the dragon and just trying to apply pressure, either use that time to back and get to the bot lane faster than your ADC, or 2, you go to mid lane, apply pressure there, and push the Yasuo off the turret. So yeah, there's no reason for you to be the dragon just because you already have enough people on the dragon. That there's no reason for you to be there because 2 people are already gone. Yasuo you see in the mid lane. They're not reacting to it. That's a free dragon regardless of you being there or not. So it's just kind of like you need to figure out where you need to be on the map, especially if they don't need you. So you're gonna go into lane. You're not gonna upgrade to a You're not gonna upgrade to Targon. So you're gonna have your sight zone at least. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so you're gonna have your sight zone. You're gonna go back into the laning phase. 10 minutes in, it's still being to be like a standard laning phase. Thing is now everyone has like their summoners up for the most part, except Jhin doesn't have a heal. You have no wards right now, which is fine. You don't need to really ward anything. You just need to ward this bush right here. You just ward that bush and you just walk back. Just so, like, right now, because, like, since the Leona is, like, playing kind of back right here, you can just ward over, like, you try to ward, deep ward. The Talon suicide there, it's okay. I don't care about Talon. Yeah, Talon's not, like, a big deal to me right now. Because there's, like, not much I can do about the other people. I'm not missing things. I'm just, like, kind of openly ignoring some things, because the thing is, you see Yasuo pushing into the tier 2, you're not going to be able to react to that because you need to stay with your bot lane. If you leave Twitch underneath the turret, he's going to get killed because he doesn't have utility to get away from dangerous situations in a 2v1, especially with the Jhin Leona. So you can't leave bot lane right now. You have to stay bot lane with your ADC for as long as you can to extend his laning phase. So yeah, Kindred's going to go ahead and flash in. That's a good disengage. Nice. You can just walk away now. Just walk away now. Yeah, that's good. Good job. Yeah, so they're going to go ahead and secure the kill. That was actually really good. Kindred played that really aggressively. There's no reason for Kindred to play that aggressively there. Because, again, you're Braum. Yeah, you're Braum. You're playing as Braum, and you have a lot of CC, right? Yeah, that was actually a really good trade for you guys, because that gives Twitch the blue buff, and he secures a kill into the bot lane. And he's still out CSing the Jhin, even if it's a little bit. So that's not too bad. Okay. So when this back happens, you should have backed with him. Yeah, you should have backed with him. Yeah, you just wasted about like 15 seconds doing nothing. Yeah, so basically, if your ADC is gonna back, there's no reason for the support to be here by himself, unless you're playing like someone like Morgana, or playing someone who can actually farm, like Annie, like an AP mage support. You can actually stay there and you'll be fine. But the thing is, like, you just kind of wasted like 6-8 seconds just sitting underneath the turret just to get like 2 minions worth of experience. So now this is kind of like awkward, because like the thing is, Twitch is gonna get to the bot lane before you get there now. One thing, because like even you don't have the vision, right? You have no idea where the enemy team is right here. You have no idea where the enemy team is right now. So instead of walking down to the Twitch with his wave shoving and he's by himself, he either backs off this wave and goes into the mid lane and helps you guys out, or he's going to continue pushing. If he decides to continue pushing, then he's going to be put into a really bad position. Okay, whatever. But yeah, it's really important as a support that your main priority right now is make sure that the Twitch has free farm. You want to make sure the Twitch is free farming, and then once you have the wards out, you should start roaming after that. And when I say defensive wards, what you need to be warding right now is, since you like walk down this way, you just drop a ward here, or you don't even have to drop a ward here. You drop a ward over here, then you just drop a ward here. Like, these 2 wards are like really important right now for the Twitch to make sure that he doesn't die. Yeah, I think he's gonna build into Rod of Ages. So yeah, you want to make sure you have defensive wards for the Twitch, so this way he can actually be in the solo lane for bot lane. So this is what happens. Okay, you guys are gonna look for a kill. You're gonna come out of the bush. You're gonna peel for him. You're gonna actually have the wall in the wrong direction, which kind of sucks. But then the thing is, you're gonna try to do your best to peel for the Yasuo. You're gonna sit on the Yasuo. He's gonna get really low, and then you're gonna just walk around again. Okay. Oh, he didn't have his ulti up. His ulti was down. So yeah, again, right here, like, your decision making is not good. Your decision making here is not good, because again, you're just walking around in circles. Instead of proccing your passive onto these 2 champions, you're just walking around. So like, you could have secured the kill if you guys were more assertive in your decision making, but you guys weren't assertive in the decision making there at all. So yeah, what I feel like the TLDR of this game is the decision making is kind of half-assed, because it doesn't look like you're full committing to anything. You need to try to get some defensive wards out as soon as you can. There you go. So you have a pink ward, so that's good. But again, no stealth wards yet. Again, you want to make sure that you bring your support with you so you can do the buddy system. You don't want to be roaming by yourself like this, It's like actually really risky to roam around like that by yourself, because the thing is you see the Jhin and the Leona walking to the jungle, right? So if you can you actually don't see them at all, sorry. So you don't see them at all. So this is why it's a dangerous situation to be in, roaming by yourself, is because you're just a Braum that's level 7, right? You're not ahead, you don't have a lot of items on you. Leona and Jhin are fucking scary together. He's sitting on BF, pickaxe, and cloak of agility. So roaming by yourself like this puts you in a kind of like a really bad spot, because the thing is if you get caught out in a 1v2 situation, the Fiddlesticks and the Twitch aren't going to be able to react in time. Yeah, so you guys are just gonna like walk around and they're just like sitting in this bush and they're gonna look for the engage onto Fiddlesticks again, which is what happens because you don't have a lot of defensive wards out. There's like a lot of opportunities to drop wards, and it looks like he's gonna try to secure the kill, but you're gonna go ahead and flash in and just drop your wall, which was nice. But the thing is, like, as a support, you need to have way more vision control in your jungle right now, because like right now with like how far back you're pushed into the turret. Like right now, you're getting sieged into the mid inhibitor turret, you're getting sieged into the tier 2 and the tier 1 in the top lane. So he's actually doing a pretty good job. Nara's like keeping this, maintaining his lead in this, or like trying to keep himself in this game by not dropping this tier 1 turret. So there was a situation when you're in the mid lane, you could have dropped wards earlier, you could have dropped wards here. You want to make sure that you don't need these deep wards right now. These deep wards are kind of unnecessary, because the thing is, like, if you have to look at where the position is on the map. Like you see them sieging. Like let's go 15 seconds back, okay? 15 seconds back, if you look at where the minions are on the map, you see Talon and Gnar into the top lane. So this is the jungler and top laner in the top lane. The minion wave is gonna start pushing into the inhibitor turret, right? And then bot lane, the minions should freeze right here. Minion wave is gonna freeze right here, right? So what you need to do is, like, these wards right here are kind of unnecessary, because these wards aren't really gonna do anything for you, especially with how far up they are. So you need to like kind of keep in mind, you need to like kind of match your wards with where the minions are, especially when you're playing from behind. So one thing you need to keep in mind is that these deep wards, these are kind of like aggressive wards, because the thing is you're not really defending yourself from anything, especially with how far the minions are. And these wards aren't going to do anything when these guys start to disengage off the inhibitor turret. So you want to make sure that you have your wards a little bit closer to you. Like you want to have like a line of wards that go from like here to like all the way down here, like this, like that. It's like a general idea of like where your wards should be right now. Because like these wards, the wards right here, the wards here, the wards here are way more important than the ones in these corners. These corners aren't really going to do anything, especially since no one's going to be in the bot lane right now. Yeah, match your wards with the minions. It's really important. It's like that's kind of like a general tip. Like you don't want to do that sometimes, because sometimes you do have the opportunity to go for aggressive jungle wards, and aggressive jungle wards are important if you have the opportunity to go into the enemy jungle with either your ADC, or you have boots of mobility and you walk into the enemy jungle and you drop like a pink ward over here just so you have information for the jungler, and that's gonna set you up for, that's more of like a defensive ward, because you have information of where the jungler is at, and now you can play around that information a little bit better, right? So that's like also another thing. You want to be able to set up your bot lane where you shove it out hard enough and force the enemy bot lane to back, so you can go into the jungle and ward for them, okay? Now you have the information, Dragon's up, it's live. There's not much you can really do right now. You have you have your two solo laners into the base. Your Fiddlesticks is moving over to the top side. You two are trying to defend the mid inhibitor, so you already know. You already know that you cannot go for this dragon. This dragon is completely theirs, because you're not going to be able to react to it, right? So right now, while you're waiting over here, you can just go ahead and start pushing out for vision. Once you hit level 9, I hope you trade out your thing for the other sweeper, and you just go for vision control again. Like you start warding these bushes, you ward this bush, and you try not to overextend, which is what's going to happen here. You're going to overextend. And yeah, they're going to go ahead and engage on you, and the reason why I say this is considered overextending, right, is because what ends up happening like 15 seconds, 20 seconds prior to this is, look at the map. Look at the map right here. The map is completely dark, right? The map is completely dark. They just left your mid inhibitor, and now you have no fucking idea where they're at. Your only wards is this ward and the pink ward and the ward right here that Twitch dropped. So this is what I'm talking about vision control. Vision control right now is super fucking important, because you are completely fucking blind of where the enemy team is, and these wards will not do anything for you except maybe give you a glimpse of when they're going for dragon, right? So you're gonna go ahead and go over to the top side and get some vision, because you see the kindred up there, I'm assuming. Okay. Alright, right here. So you're gonna go ahead and drop some wards. You're gonna clear this. No one's in there. Nice. You drop the ward here. You drop a ward here, or you drop a ward here. Okay. Drop a ward here and you walk back. You don't overextend, because the thing is, like, again, you don't have any information of where the enemy team is at, and then you decide to walk up and you put yourself in a really bad spot. But it looks like they're gonna be able to engage off of this, which is kind of nice. But the thing is, again, you want to be careful because you don't want to be walking to the fog of war. You don't want to be playing an RNG game where you don't know where the enemy team's at and then you get punished for it, you know. So you're actually gonna get like a 1 for 2, 1 for 3 trade, which is really nice. That's a 1 for 3 trade, which actually goes in your favor. But the thing is, you can't expect that play to happen every single time. Yo, what's up, Marshy? What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, so that's also another thing. Like, you don't want to gamble. The thing is, like, in that spot, you're pretty much gambling at that point. You're not expecting for people to be waiting over here when you come out of this bush, right? So as soon as you drop this ward, you need to walk back. You need to walk back and secure vision over here. You want to make sure you get all your angles before you walk further, because the thing is, you don't have the support. It only has time for one game. Is alright? We get in the first one. That's fine. Yeah. So that's like also another thing. Like, you want to make sure that you don't play the gambling game. Yeah, so you're just gonna have to like kind of deal with it right now. You just need to have wards close to you, because like right now, again, there's no reason for you to really be here. Like, look at where your team's at. You're like by yourself warding in places that is like kind of useful, but at the same time you need to be with your team and help peel with the Talon. Because right now, being by yourself, you're like being useless. Yeah, you're not really able to do too much right now, especially like with you walking down and dropping a ward right. Like, again, this ward is not really gonna do anything for you. You would have been more useful with your team. Yeah, you would have been like way more useful for your team right here. Again, if you were here with your team earlier, this might have been a better trade for you guys. Sorry, I can't pause the video. Okay, so again, right here, you're gonna walk back down over here, okay? This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna walk back down over here, and you have your wards out. You don't have any wards yet, right? You get the kill onto the Nautilus, so right now you could use this time, since you already walked down this way, just to go drop some wards. Like, go ward this, go ward this. Like, ward, you have to ward in your jungle right now, because right now you're not really doing too much. So, like, as much as I'd like to see, like, be more decisive on your decision making, like, the thing is, it just goes back to it's good. I'm main support I really like it, but I'm silver 2 now. I almost go, oh nice, you can do it, man, you can do it. You can definitely carry from support in low yellow for sure. So it's like, okay, if you make the decision to go bot lane right here and you want to help out your team, use this time. Like, okay, I'm already down here. What can I do down here to help my team out, right? What can I do right here from this position to help my team out to win this game? Right? So what you need to do now is, since you're already down here, what you should be thinking is what you can do for your team in this position. Going back over here is you're just wasting more time, right? So since you're already down here, just walk down over here with your Gnar, since the wave is already going to push out, and try to get some vision control. Get vision control for this blue buff so the Fiddlesticks can get it for free. Like, ward over here, like ward over here. Just get vision over to the blue side jungle right now. So this way you at least can secure one of these small objectives for your team. What's up, Paul? What's up, man? But yeah, it's just kind of like what I was saying earlier. You want to just make sure that you just want to make sure that if you walk down this way, you do something here. You don't want to walk down here and walk back up here and start pushing this wave out. Watch out. And now you have Talon and Twitch, and you have Fiddlesticks. And what's gonna happen here is you're gonna go ahead and walk with your team again to look for a re-engage. Yeah, Frozen Heart would have been better. Frozen Heart would have been a better second item. Frozen Heart over Randuin's all day. Yeah, Frozen Heart is more efficient on Braum than Randuin's, even if you get the extra HP. Yeah, so right now you're just kind of dilly-dallying around. Again, you didn't have to do any of this. It's just like, if you're gonna disengage completely, go over this wall and flash out, you need to like just stop what you're doing. Yeah, boost of mobility are really good if you want to get vision control. You don't even need to like gank. You just get the boost of mobility so you can walk into the enemy jungle and use your vision. Again, you're not upgrading your sweeper, so this is a really big mistake right now. Level 11, again, you're not upgrading your sweeper to the other one. Yo, what's up, SG? What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. So yeah, again, you don't need the swooping lens, you need the other one right here. So you're gonna go ahead and engage onto him. You should have waited for your Twitch. You should have waited for your Twitch instead of engaging like that. A little bit. Okay, you already swooped this bush, you got the ward. Okay, look, this is what happens. Look, you're gonna walk down. You're gonna sweep a bush, and you're not gonna see any wards. There's no wards here, so he has no information that you're there, but you killed that. You just wait right here. Wait right here for your team. Let your team commit to him first. Don't walk towards him yet. Do not walk towards him yet. Let your Twitch walk up towards him, and then you flank him behind. Because the thing is, you give him too much space, you give him too much of an opening to walk away, and the Twitch is not there to commit to that. So once you have the sweeper upgraded, yeah, you're gonna see the Randuin's as a second item, which is a mistake too. You should get Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart is gonna have more value, because the thing is, the reason why you get Randuin's is so you can soak up more damage, right? But Frozen Heart overall is gonna minimize the amount of damage the entire team is gonna put out onto your carries. Anything here, you go into the enemy jungle and drop some wards. Have like one person have the Talon or the Gnar move over the top lane to deal with the Nautilus split pushing, and then get some wards out right now. And again, you need to stay with your team. Stay with your team. There's no reason for you to be alone. You're not an assassin. You're not looking for a flank. You need to stay with your team the entire time. Again, this is just like more mistakes over here. You're not with your team. You need to be with your team. If you're gonna be looking for a siege into the mid lane like this, you need to be with your team. Like, you can't be split between this wall and just have your 2 carries on the side like this. Because look at how far back the Twitch is. Twitch is not gonna be doing anything here. Twitch is not gonna be doing anything right here, right? So what you need to do right now is you need to be with your team. Look at how far out your enemy team is, and you have the vision that they're gonna go ahead and engage off of this. So you're gonna have the reaction time to actually move up towards this to disengage for them, which is really good. But the thing is, you could have been there sooner. Yeah. Either one, be with your team immediately, or don't be with your team at all. This is like kind of like, again, this is like kind of like how the game is right now. It's either you're either with your team or you're not with your team. So you can't half-ass your decision making, because the thing is, like, if you're standing over here already, and your Talon and your Gnar over here, what are you doing right now? Yeah. It's like you're not really doing anything right now. So yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and try to walk away. You're gonna hit the Q onto the Kindred, which is nice, and then he should just walk away for free. He's gonna actually re-engage. Holy shit. Wow, he's crazy. Bye-bye. They get ulted, you're gonna use your W and go in. So it's like you're either with your team in the beginning, or you're not with your team at all. Because, like, the Gnar's gonna die, and you're only peeling for the Talon at this point. Yeah, you should have just let them both die. You're too far away to actually really do anything. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's not like you peeled very hard for them and then the Talon died. They were gonna die regardless. Like, they were gonna die regardless, no matter what. You end up burning your exhaust, and then you end up, and Talon just dies anyway. So it's just like, there's no reason for you to be there. Back onto the tier 2s. 27 minutes into this game. I'm surprised you guys are still in this. This game should be over. What the blue team needs to do is they just push out these minions. The minion control is just really bad on the enemy team. Yeah, the minion control is really bad on the enemy team right now, so just like they're not really able to do anything with these minions. It would be nice if they push into the inhibitors, but the thing is they can't really push in the inhibitors right now because like they have no minion control. Minion control is like really important also. Warrior Kindred's not bad either. Warrior Kindred's actually pretty good, from what Jer told me also. Okay, we're gonna speed this up. They're gonna go ahead and chase out the team. You're not really with them. You're kind of trailing behind them, so you're gonna go ahead and walk up. Boom, gonna go ahead and pick up that kill. You're gonna look for the Leona, try to look for a kill here too. At this time, you have 2 wards placed right now, so that's good. You don't have your upgraded sweeper, so you can't really sweep vision control. This is too long of a chase. Not worth. Stop chasing. Stop chasing. This is not worth it anymore. You gotta stop chasing like 20 seconds ago. Yeah. I said that you said that warrior enchant is not bad. Yeah, that's all I said. I was just talking about the warrior enchant not being bad on Kindred. Yeah, so pretty much what ends up happening is you guys chase a Leona in a solo lane while you lose an inhibitor turret. You see this? Bad rotation. Horrible rotation. Ping your entire team back. Don't chase the Leona. Go back to your base and defend this shit. Cause like, look at what's gonna happen. Look at where the chase starts. The chase starts legit 30 seconds right here. Okay? You're gonna see the Jhin and the Yasuo prepping up this wave, and they're gonna push into this mid inhibitor to the bot inhibitor from this bot wave. Okay, watch. Okay, so you're gonna kill Nautilus right here. It's over. The fight right here is over. Leona, let her live. Look at how far up this minion wave is going. Look at how far up this minion wave is going. You're gonna chase for about 30 seconds. You're gonna chase up 30 seconds, you're gonna try to kill Leona, you get nothing, and they're already at your turret. As soon as you see them, this should be like an oh fuck moment. Right here, it should be an oh fuck moment. Like, you're this far out already, you're like, oh fuck. Look at where the Yasuo and the Jhin are. Yasuo and Jhin right now already at the inhibitor turret right now. Okay. Mid inhibitor turret, it's gonna go down. Still chasing, still running. You guys are you're not gonna back yet. You're gonna drop a ward, and then you're gonna back. But the bot inhibitor is already down, and you just wasted about 40 seconds chasing for Leona. You're gonna be able to get there in time, but the thing is, even if you guys get these kills, you still lose an inhibitor turret. So, can I get a next video game? Sure. Yeah. So just like, and then you're gonna get chased out of the jungle. So just like, you wasted like probably like 2 minutes, like a minute and 30 seconds, not really doing too much. You're in a 1v3 situation. You should not be in this position anyways. You have no one here backing you up, right? But you committed to this fight. You committed to this fight. They try to dive you, and you throw down your wall. You throw down your wall, so then they're not gonna be able to kill you, right? She drops her ulti really early. As soon as his ulti goes down, and you see your team is gonna react and walk up to the top lane, you're in a position underneath the inhibitor turret to re-engage right now. So you walk all the way back. You wait for the Talon to go in. You wait for the Talon to go in. Watch. Talon's gonna go in first, and then you go in after. You can't do that. That shouldn't happen. Like again, you have enough HP, and you have both of your summoners up. So you sit underneath that. You sit underneath that inhibitor turret, and you stay there. You stay there with your wall, because the thing is, Kindred ulti is gonna give you a heal too. You have your Randuins, which is selfish, but the thing is, they're not gonna be able to kill you right away. So by the time your team gets there, you're gonna at least have the proc stun onto the Kindred, especially with the turret on you like that. So. Again, that was just like another thing where you're just kind of going in and out. It's just like you walk away when you're like kind of like full HP, and then as soon as the Talon comes in, and then you re-engage. But the thing is, you want to be able to re-engage first for your Talon so he can go in. Even if he's 0-10, like I understand that he's 0-10 and he did build pretty shitty because he doesn't have like any completed items. But you need to commit to those. You need to commit to stuff like that. You need to have like the understanding that you need to be in those situations. Okay. Alright, vision right now, not upgraded, so you have one ward out, and you're going to walk back to your base right here, which is unnecessary because you don't have, you have 400 gold. Are you going to buy a pink? No, you don't do anything. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's like another thing also, like, yeah, you walk down over here, and then you push this out a little bit, and then you walk back to your Nexus turret, and you just walk here. So just kind of like, you need to like cut your movement, because your movement is like not very efficient. Because the thing is, you're just wasting precious time going like this in a V shape. Like, I feel like this is what's been happening throughout the entire game. Like, there's like a lot of times, like right now, you could have been onto the Yasuo before the team was even here. You're gonna get the kill regardless, but the thing is, like, you need to be there faster. Yeah, like, right now with the Yasuo being dead, you move up with the Twitch and get vision control right now. You need to get vision control, especially since you have wards to drop at the moment. You have 0 wards on the map, and you need to go ward. Yeah, right now you can go ward, because the thing is, like, they're gonna go for the dragon. They're gonna have you should have information that the dragon's up, and while they're taking the dragon, he uses time to ward over for the Baron side. Warding over for Baron side is gonna be really important for you guys right now, because there's no control you can really do. I never upgraded the swooping lens. Was wrong, just so you can stop checking. Okay, alright. Alright. Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and walk for deep vision control. Are you gonna drop some wards? Drop a ward in the pit. Drop the ward in the pit. Drop the ward in the pit. No! You need a ward into the pit. The ward in the pit is really important. Yeah, you need to drop the ward into the pit. You again. It's just like, you have 3 wards. Use this time. If you're already this far out and you see them engaging already over here, you should use this time to like drop your vision right now. You drop the ward over here, but that ward isn't gonna do anything for you. You can ward over here. You can ward over here. Ward over here. Just get straight up defensive wards out right now. If you have defensive wards, you guys are completely fine. And you're gonna go ahead and see an engage from the Fiddlesticks and the Gnar, but the thing is, you're not close enough to your team right now to go in for this. So the Talon's gonna go in. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to re-engage. You're gonna jump onto one of them and hit your ultimate right now. Boom. Where's your ulti? Alright, you're gonna wait. You're gonna actually wait for the Kindred ulti to go off, so that's actually really good. Kindred ulti is gonna go off first, and then you ulti, which is really nice, and then Twitch is gonna pick up the triple kill. And this is the call for Baron right now. This is a Baron call. You go straight for Baron right here. And the reason why you go straight for Baron is that Fiddlesticks has infinite heal. Well, I don't know if his infinite heal still works, but he can still heal off the Baron. 4 you guys are up, but then the thing is, you guys, the Gnar and the Twitch go back to the base, so you're not gonna get the Baron now. Baron's not gonna happen anymore. It's too much time wasted. So Baron's not gonna happen. That should have been a straight up Baron call. That was really lucky, because the thing is, you don't have the vision to actually know where they're gonna be. So yeah. Yeah, they can't go for Baron now. Like, you get the deep vision control, but then again, these wards, you get these deep wards, right? And you can see where they're at now. But the thing is, you can't really do anything with them, because the thing is, you're still like being shoved into your base. Did you drop another ward? You only dropped 1 ward. You need to utilize your 3 wards at the same time. You need to have 3 wards on the map at the same time. That's also another thing. It seems like you like legit just drop 1 ward out. You drop 1 ward. You drop 1 ward, but you don't drop 3 of them. You need to drop 3 of your wards, because the thing is, you're not utilizing your Eye of Equinox as much as you can be right now. You need to have more pinks too. Because the thing is, Baron's still not warded. You have the vision right here, but Baron's not warded yet. And now it's going to be a 4v5 situation, and they're going to be able to go for Baron right here because, again, you can't react to it in time because you don't know for sure if they're on it or not. Because you don't see where they're at. You don't have eyes on Baron because of the lack of vision. Yeah, he's gonna get engaged on. Look at how much vision control the fucking Leona has. Look at how much vision that the blue side has. Red side team has like some okay wards. Like there's wards over here, but this is a team effort because your two wards, your ward was over here and your ward was over here, and you need to drop another one. Yeah, drop more wards. You need to drop more wards. And make sure the wards are important. The thing is, you want to drop wards for what objectives you want to be contesting, and you want to drop wards for when you want to play safely and defensively. So when you're in a defensive situation, when you're being pushed into the mid inhibitors like this, you want to make sure that you ward close to your base. You ward close to your base, you ward here. You keep this ward at all times. When you're shoved into the base, you keep this warded, you keep this warded. Pushing for this ward right here is really aggressive if your minions aren't pushed out like this. If they're pushed out like this, you don't need to ward this side right here. There's no reason. There's no reason to ward up this top side right here because they're going to have to push this minion wave back. So, yo, what's up, top 50, what's up, man? So again, you want to just make sure that you have your vision control matched up with your CS. Right here, you're not going to match with the vision control with your CS. So right now, you have like a little bit of breathing room onto the top side. So right now, at this time, since this minion wave is pushed up, what you should be doing right now is as a support. If you had the sweeper, you go into the sweeper and you go into your own jungle and just sweep everything right now while you see the Nautilus sitting down into the top lane, pushing this out. This in-house now. This is a viewer. This is a coach, a normal game. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, again, you can just use that time to clear the vision, because right now you're sitting with the Twitch, but the thing is, Twitch doesn't really need help right now. All you need to do for your team right now is just try to go clear vision for the moment. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and siege to this mid inhibitor. He's not gonna prep up that bot lane wave correctly, so that's gonna just be frozen there, which is kind of silly on his part. So yeah, you have a lot of breathing room right now. You have breathing room because you don't understand how to control the minion waves. Yeah, there's no control on the minion waves right now, so right now you can sweep this. Yeah, you sweep that first because you don't have the pink ward in there. Okay, you see him in there, and then you have no one with your team there, so there's no reason for you to be there right now. You just need to walk away. Try to get back with your team right here and re-engage with them. Okay. Leona's opposition, so you can sit on her, but then your team's already walking away, so rip. The town's gonna re-engage, and then you guys are gonna walk away and then re-engage. Yeah, this is like kind of awkward. It's like awkward team fight. You guys do win in the end, but the thing is, the team fight is just so awkward because it's like it's not layered properly. Yeah, the team fighting is not layered properly. Again, the reason why they're not going to be able to push off of this wave again is because they don't have the minions prepped up for anything. So even if they lose this fight, they can't do shit. The only way they win this game is they have minions set up and they win a fight at one of these turrets. That's the only way it works, because the thing is, since the minion wave is already reset towards the tier 2 turret, they can only just walk down. They can walk down to the tier 1 and maybe take it out, but the thing is, they're already coming up right now. Okay, so you're gonna siege this. You should be able to pick up this tier 1 for free. Nice. Okay, use this time to get vision control too. How many wards are you at? You're at 0 wards again. You get this turret, you walk back over to the dragon side. Dragon's gonna be up in 1 minute and 20 seconds. So you get that turret and you walk away. That's it. You're done. You don't do anything else. Your job right now, go into your own jungle, go into the river and ward for dragon right here. Ward for dragon right now. Ward for dragon right now. No, don't sweep that. Don't sweep that. That's a mistake. Okay, so again, right here. You get the tier 1 turret, and you know they're coming up, and now they're walking, right? So the thing is, like, while you're walking back to your base, what you can do right here is you go towards the dragon side. Dragon's gonna be up in 1 minute. Instead of sweeping here so you can back for free, go over to the dragon side, go over here and start warding for dragon. Because the thing is, dragon is one thing you want to start contesting, because the reason why you want to start contesting for this dragon right now is gonna be the Elder Dragon at 36 minutes, right? So you gotta walk over to the bot lane right here, ward here. Walk over here, sweep this. If there's no vision here, you don't have to ward this. Don't ward this. Just sweep this, ward here, and ward down here. So this way you have information of what angles they're gonna come from and where they're gonna be at for this next dragon fight. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have the proper vision out right now, because again, if you look at your wards, you're at 1-3, and the reason why it's 1-3 is you ward this top side. You ward this top bush, but this ward isn't gonna do anything for you right now, especially with the dragon coming up in 50 seconds. Okay. Alright, so now you don't have vision. Now you're playing without vision again. Your vision control is like really lackluster. These wards, you have a ward over here, which is nice, but that's not yours. And yeah, they're gonna just be looking for the dragon right now because it's Elder Dragon. Elder Dragon is gonna be really important for this next team fight, and you're gonna be still sitting in your base. I'm not sure if you're AFK right now, and all your wards are gonna go out right now. So Talon's gonna be over the top side. He's gonna try to shove out that wave. You can get the bot lane turret. He's gonna be in a 1v5 situation, so he's gonna die. And yeah, he's still in your base. Still in your base. Yeah, they're just prepping up for the dragon. Like all this time is like wasted right now. I'm pretty sure like you had to go AFK. It's like a normal game, so I can see why. But the thing is, if you know you're gonna go AFK, you need a ward for your team. Your job is to support, is to keep wards on the map, even if your team's not doing it. Even if your team's not doing it, you want to make sure that you have your wards. All right, so that's gonna be free for them. Wait, where's the demo? How the fuck? Okay. Alright, so I can't really say too much about this. But then again, it's just like you needed to have the vision out prior. It doesn't matter if like this happened. If you have the vision out, at least you know that they're doing it, you know? So they're gonna pick up the Elder Dragon. Just waiting for you to come back up right now. Okay, so you're back up. Okay, so now you know they have Elder Dragon, now you know they're going to siege. Now, this is the time where you go into your own jungle and ward defensively. You have to ward defensively even if the waves are shoved out because you're not going to win a 5v5 with them with Elder buff. Especially with how many dragons they picked up in the early game. They picked up like 3 dragons in the early game right here. So instead of like facing right now and looking for these minions right now, you need to be doing your job as a support and going into your own jungle and warding for yourself, so at least you know like the different angles they're going to be coming from. So you just ward over here, which is good. That's good. And you need to go back and ward over here because they're going to start sieging. Please don't chase the minion wave. Don't chase that minion wave top lane. You're not gonna catch the rotation. So you're gonna pick up the scuttle. That's good. Pick up the scuttle. You can walk this down mid lane now. Just walk this down mid lane. Be with your team. Walk it down mid lane. There's no reason to try to invade right now because you have no information of where the enemy team's at the moment. You have really aggressive wards right now, but these wards aren't really gonna be doing anything. Again, you're like engaging when your team's not even there. And you kind of like blow your load really early. So that was not good. And you need to be there you go. All right, good job. Okay, all right, that's good. Turns out it works out in the end, but yeah, your team wasn't there, so it was a good engage. You're able to engage onto the Gnar with the Gnar, and you're able to stay alive long enough. Thankfully, you're able to stay alive long enough. Okay, that's actually really good that you're able to engage off of that, and now you should be able to get inhibitors for that too. Yeah, you run it down mid. Boom. Okay. This should be an inhibitor. You got 25 seconds onto this. Yeah, don't just fucking ignore the Nautilus. Oh, okay. Nautilus is smart. Yeah, you have to get that inhibitor and just walk away. It's not much else you can really do there. Okay. Yeah, again, it's like one of those situations again. Like that was like kind of like something that snowballed from over here. You lost so much HP because you didn't have your team with you immediately. So if your team was here at the same time, or if you engage at the same time with your team being there, if your team was there at the same time as you would have been able to have more HP to deal with the Nautilus. That's just kind of like more of a snowball effect that ends up happening, where like since you engaged a little bit earlier, you engaged like maybe like 2 seconds earlier than you were supposed to, which was okay. But the thing is, you don't have enough time for that engage and that layering of CC to be stacked with the Fiddlesticks ultimate, and have that Twitch there just using his rat-a-tat-tat, you know. So if you hold on to your abilities a little bit, or if you just wait 1 more second to engage, you would be probably at like half HP instead of like 1/4 HP for this. So that was just like a slight error right there. Just wait for your team. Make sure your team is with you. Yeah, just make sure your team is with you at all times when you want to look for engages like that. You don't want to engage too early or blow your load too early, especially if there's no immediate follow up. Alright, so yeah, nothing's going on right now. There's no reason to be sitting here. Just push out the mid lane. Push out mid lane. Yeah, so Nautilus is going to go and look for an engage by himself, which is kind of silly, and you're going to pretty much like burn everything. You're going to burn your ultimate on this. Make sure Twitch doesn't die. I really hope Twitch doesn't die here. Yeah, so you're going to burn off Kindred ultimate, which is good. Okay, re-engage. Kindred's still up in the back line. She's going to drop her ultimate, and you guys should win this fight. This should be a 1 fight for you guys. That was actually really good off of you guys because the Nautilus engages too early, and you're able to follow that up, and the Kindred goes a little bit too aggressive. So this should be a Baron. This should be Baron, or you just go down to the bot inhibitor, mid inhibitor, and take this out first. But you need the Twitch with you. You need the Twitch with you. Okay, Baron's gone. This is yours. Get Baron. Nice. Okay, get Baron. Now you have Baron, and now you have 0 wards again. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what you're gonna do with the vision control. Probably could have ended. Could have, but he didn't have the minion wave. That's the only thing. No minion wave. Only problem. That's why I talk about minion control is really important. Even if like blue team loses these fights, they have way better minion control right now. Even if the minion control is really shitty on both sides. You gotta push the minion waves up like well before you fight. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Like when you guys were gonna the 24 kill Twitch, you still need minions. Still need minions. Deadman plate is fine. I'm fine with Deadman's plate, but honestly, the thing is, like, before these fights even happen, before you guys even look for an engage, you need to push out the minion wave first. The way that priorities go for objectives is minion wave, objective, because without the minion wave, you're not able to push for objective. So if you go for a minion wave and you win an objective, like you win a 5v5 objective 5 at dragon, you go back to that minion wave and push for another objective, like tier 1 and tier 2s, right? So if you were to do that, you would have been in a better position to do that. But the thing is, you guys aren't controlling the minion waves at all. You guys are not playing with the minion waves at all. And again, you guys are looking for flanks, which is something you don't really need to be doing right now. Just walk the minions up mid lane. Walk the minions up mid lane. You're going to be able to pick up a kill off of Kindred because they don't have proper vision control. And then she's going to be here and she's going to get caught out. Okay, she's dead. Alright, now you're going to collapse on this. You guys should collapse on this. Never mind. Talon and R are dead. So, like, even though you get the kill on Kindred, but the thing is, there's no reason to look for a flank right there because you need to be with your team. So, Fiddlesticks is going to go ahead and use her ulti to go into this 3v3, 3v4 situation. Jin's going to, like, not be there right now. Twitch is going to get engaged on because... Okay, this is just awkward. Yeah, this is a really bad position for you guys to be in now. Yeah, don't want to look for that re-engage right there either. 3v4 situation with the Jin walking up the mid lane, you're going to lose that fight 10 out of 10 times. Yo, what's up, Crazy Princess? What's up? How you doing? What's up? I think Twitch was autoing a ward, yeah. Yeah, the vision is just, you just need more vision, man. Yeah, this should be GG. They don't have minions again. See, this is what I'm talking about. Minions are really important. Like, they're gonna try to end the game, but the thing is, they can't end the game right now because they have no vision control. I mean, they don't have minion control. They need to just push out this minion wave on the top lane and just go push the turret. Jesus Christ, come on. Oh my God, it's so frustrating watching this because there's no minion wave control. Get off the turret, bro. Get off the turret. They're not gonna get that turret without the minions, man. Like, legit, the minions are right there. The minions are so fucking close. Yeah, so they're gonna look for engage onto the Kindred. Kindred's gonna go ahead and engage, and then you're gonna be able to get the kill onto the Kindred. Nice, that's good. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Oh God. Okay. Right now, 3 inhibitors down. Vision control is really important. Again. Okay, you have your 2 wards out. Nice. I think your 2 wards are over here. These are your 2 wards right here. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure these are your 2 wards right now. So these wards, again, aren't going to really do too much for you. So right now, you need to re-swap your wards and just reward. Because I know you can reward. So reward over here. Reward over here. Make sure that you know where they're coming from. Just so you know that you have a little bit of information of where they're going to be at when they do start to siege. When they start to siege right now. Okay, so you're gonna push the minion wave out. Okay, that's good. You don't need to do anything else. All you need to do now is get vision control. Get vision control with your team, because the thing is, you're not gonna wave clear. You have no wave clear as Braum. Except your Targons. That's like the only thing you have. So all you need to do is drop wards. And again, you're not dropping wards again. More wards. Like, you need to drop wards for your situation, okay? So the thing is, like, you have the 2 wards here. These 2 wards don't do anything for the situation that you're in, right? These 2 wards have no effect on what's happening on at the map right now. So you have the ability with your Sightstone to reward, right? So you need to reward choke points, and you need to reward the jungle to see where they're going to be coming from. You can ward here, ward right here, ward right here, and drop like one ward over here, or you can commit all your 3 wards over to the red side jungle to know where they're gonna be on this side of the map. So here, here, here. Those 3 wards right there are really important to know where they're gonna be coming from, at least on the top side. So you're gonna be in the bot lane with the Twitch. Again, you don't need to be with the Twitch right now, you need to be with your team. Being with the Twitch right now, there's not much you can really do. Yo, Lixie, thank you for the host. Thank you for the love, homie. Yeah, so you're with the bot lane Twitch, not really gonna be able to do too much. They're just gonna siege into you guys. 15 seconds on the clock. Yeah, just like a late rotation over to the top lane. They're gonna go ahead and pick up that turret for free. That turret's gonna drop, and then they're, oh my god, rip. Kindred ulti too strong, man. Kindred ulti, 5-man Yasuo knockup, 4-man Yasuo knockup, and Nautilus is still alive in the backline. Damn. Holy shit. If we were gonna recap on that game, Blue, if you have any questions also feel free to ask. We can go on to Discord. Almost climbed out of it. To be honest, the sad but honest truth is what happened this game is that you guys just got stomped. You guys got, like, even if the game lasted 46 minutes, you have an open mid inhibitor, but the thing is, like, the way the game was going, this game, they're just suffocating you guys, because, like, one thing you need to keep in mind in this game was that there's a lot of mistakes. Yeah, the thing about, like, catching the Kindred there, like, at that late in the game, you're not looking for flanks anymore, because the thing is, you need to be fighting those 5v5 team fights. Yeah, it was just more so them in closing, actually, because the thing is, like, in the 5v5 team fights, you guys were doing fine, right? But the thing is, when you got out of those positions and you started flanking, instead of being a frontline tank with your Gnar, if you guys notice, every single team fight you won was when you and Gnar initiated together. I'll bet $10 that Blue did more damage. All right, we'll check. So yo, what's up, Ace? What's up, man? So yeah, that's like also another thing. Like the thing is, like you guys weren't winning the fights when you had a flank and you killed one person, because the thing is, the Gnar and the Talon were like in 2 different spots. Here, let's go ahead and bring up the map. Okay, let's draw this real. Okay, let's draw this real quick. Let me show you. Okay, so what ends up happening is, I'm just gonna do this real quick. So this is what happens, right? Okay, so Gnar, Talon are over here. Okay, this is a mid river. This is mid, and this is a river bush. River bush is gonna be over here, right? This is you. This is Braum, Twitch. This is Braum, Twitch. Your 2 teammates are over here, and then you have Leona. You have legit 3 people. You're in a 3v2 situation, and then you catch out the Kindred. So if you look at this situation, if you look at this situation right now, like, you get the kill onto the Kindred, onto the Kindred, but the thing is, now Gnar and Talon are in a 2v3 situation, and they end up trying to fight. They end up fighting, and you guys lose that fight, right? And then now you have Fiddlesticks going for a flank onto this, and the thing is, you guys just die, because the thing is, the Jin's not even there yet. And you put yourself in a 3v4 position, because, like, you kill the Kindred, but they take 2 of your own, and the thing is, you can't fight from behind. Your team composition, you're not able to fight from behind at all. Donate $10 to get man. You gotta be man of your word, man. All right, but yeah. Anyways, it's just like when you're in the late game, you can't look for flanks like that, especially when you're playing like Braum. The only one who can be looking for flanks is the one with with teleport, if he's in the base recalling, or if he's looking for a Mega Gnar flank. As a support and an ADC, you're not looking to flank. You're looking to be in the front line. You're in the front line, face tanking for your ADC, so he can get as much damage off as possible. And if you're looking for that flank position, you're not going to really be able to do anything. Because the thing is, you want to be in a 4v4. You want to be a 4v4 position and have the top laner either go 1v1 with the jungler or 1v1 with the other top laner. So that's also another thing. You don't want to be looking for flanks when you're playing from behind either, and also you want to make sure you have proper vision depending on what situations you're in, and you also need to be with your team and be more concise, be more together on your decision making as well.